Activate WQAD TV, Moline.
From studios in Iowa and Illinois, bringing you the most complete coverage of the two-state area, this is the Activate News. With meteorologist Neil Castor's exclusive forecast and Jim Albrecht sports. Now, Al Van Zee.
Good evening. Alcoa's Davenport Works is revving up its production line again, that in spite of a strike by its union aluminum workers. Ray Martin brings us the latest developments from the Iowa desk. Ray?
Al, the latest move comes just 9 days into the Alcoa strike. This afternoon, the Davenport Works announced its 700 salaried workers will run the plant. Alcoa's Davenport Works followed the lead of several of its sister plants today by turning its production line over to salaried employees.
We're going to meet our customers' demands. We need those customers. We need to protect our diverse customer base and make metal for them.
Salaried workers began their on-the-job training today with a 10 to 14-day timetable circled to restart the production line. Striking aluminum workers president Mark Flaherty says it just won't work.
It really doesn't upset me because I don't think a whole lot will come of it. You know, I mean, they can say they're going to try and do this, but I think they're going to have a very hard time doing it.
Just hours before the Alcoa decision to reopen the plant without the strikers, the nearly 2,200 members of Local 105 packed the Bettendorf Community Center today to get some answers as to why they're off the job.
I wanted to take away our insurance benefits in dental and vision care, do away with some of our other benefits, and the people don't feel that it's warranted.
Union officials told members those benefits cuts amount to $2.77 an hour, not the $1.15 decrease the company quotes.
They're painting a pretty picture of the company is, but we just can't live with that.
I believe the company actually wants us out. They don't want us in the plant. They're not giving us any concessions, and they want us to give them everything.
The last 3 years they made money. So I can't see why we can't work under the same contract and then still make money.
Alcoa says their $1.15 figure is accurate. Meantime, Alcoa's union electrical workers and the company are scheduled to sit down with a federal mediator tomorrow morning. The IBEW local says Alcoa has shut them out of the plant. Al?
Thank you, Ray. The picketers say it's the biggest strike the Rock Island office of AT&T has ever seen. About half of the 46 members of the Rock Island Local of Communications Workers of America hit the bricks this morning. Steward for the communications technicians, Danny Webb, says they're ready to go back at any time. They're just waiting to get a fair deal from above.
They're very slow in getting any information out to us, but as far as the talks themselves go, they keep sending a federal mediator back and forth between the two, so outcome-wise, we don't really know what's going on.
The Rock Island office is scheduled to close its doors for good next spring as part of an AT&T breakup. The staff has been given two options, relocation or termination. If the City Council gives the okay tomorrow night, it looks like the lion's share of Moline's Build Illinois money will be sunk into the former American air filter plant. Riverboat operator Joe Shadler wants to buy the property and create a business incubator. But that's causing some controversy among local businessmen who had made the original application for the state money. They want the $500,000 to be used for a downtown business incubator. But this afternoon, Moline's Planning Committee gave its approval to putting most of the money toward the Shadler incubator proposal and some towards a downtown site. A spokesman for the Downtown Moline Business Group says he's disappointed over how the situation has been handled. It took 5 years of haggling with everyone from the state of Illinois to the Securities and Exchange Commission. But tonight, Prophetstown is the first U.S. city to go out and buy its own industry. As Matt Hamill reports, it's a unique solution to the problem of finding jobs.
It started as a joke. Prophetstown's wild notion to hold pep rallies and sell $10 stock to buy its own business. But now, nobody's laughing. Today, the Prophetstown Manufacturing Corporation announced it spent $65,000 to set up a furniture factory in this building.
You got to put your own money in, but by golly, you can buy businesses and bring them to your town, and they can bring them out into rural America, and I think that's what we need to keep rural America alive.
We're not looking at something that's going to really mushroom overnight. We're looking at something that's going to be more beneficial to our children and grandchildren, quite frankly, than it is to us.
When the first wooden cabinets roll out the door at the end of July, employees will number only 4, but there could be 15 in a few years. And everyone in this town, from prospective workers to major stockholders like Doris Harold, is excited about investing in their own town.
It's going to help the city. It helped city helped me earn my living. Why shouldn't I help them get places?
Anytime that we can get new business to come to town and get more jobs, that's got to be good for the community.
Prophetstown investors say this is just the beginning for their town. They're already looking at some other businesses to buy, and they say their example may send signals to other communities to take stock in their towns. Matt Hamill, Active 8 News, Prophetstown.
When we return, a taxing dispute over interest on taxed money in Illinois. We'll explain when we come back.
Here is tonight's news quiz. Remember the answer. We could be calling you. Tonight's quiz is worth $324.